The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
This copyrighted telecast is the property of Black Bear Sports Properties, LLC, an affiliate of Learfield Sports, LLC, under rights granted by the University of Maine. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, reproduction, or other dissemination or use of this telecast or any part of it without the express written consent of Black Bear Sports Properties, LLC is prohibited. Hello and welcome to Black Bear Insider. I'm your host, Brian Sullivan. We've got a great show on tap for you this week. Mike Cole is going to be here to talk about setting the record for sacks here for the Maine football program, as well as what lies ahead for his team. Plus, outgoing athletic director Steve Abbott stops by to talk about his plans for the future, his time here in Orono, and what goes into the playoff bidding process for the football program. We'll kick some field goals with Sean DeClue of the Maine football program, plus a roundtable discussion with the women's soccer seniors to talk about balancing their academic and athletic careers here at the University of Maine, a scavenger hunt with former and current players, and a look at the U.S. Cellular upcoming schedule. This is the Black Bear Insider.
The Black Bear Insider is brought to you by U.S. Cellular, Fisher Plows, the UMaine Fitness and Recreation Center, EBS Building Supplies, and the law offices of Joe Bornstein.
This place looks pretty good.
I can't load the reviews.
Hi, I'm Bruce from their wireless company. They could have super fast 4G LTE coverage right here with US Cellular. But why do that when slow downloads can take you to exciting new places?
We've been expecting you.
Slumber party!
US Cellular believes you deserve better with the latest 4G LTE devices and fast 4G LTE coverage where and when you need it. US Cellular. Hello better.
No matter what your game is, indoors or out, the Student Recreation and Fitness Center at the University of Maine is your place to play, work out, relax, and have fun. The Rec Center has state-of-the-art cardio and weight training equipment, a pool, spa, and sauna, a running track, and more than 60 fitness classes a week. Or take your game outside with the Maine-bound Adventure Center. Hit the climbing or bouldering wall, learn how to kayak, go rock climbing. Whatever game you like, the Student Recreation and Fitness Center is your place to play.
The Fisher Extreme V. V-Plow performance defined. Until now, introducing the Fisher XV2. Taking V to a whole new extreme. Extreme flared wings. Proven trip edge protection. Double-acting cylinders. A new generation in V-Plow performance. The XV2. Only from Fisher. To learn more about the XV2 and to find a dealer near you, visit FisherPlows.com.
Welcome back to Black Bear Insider, now joined by Steve Abbott. Steve, thank you very much for dropping by.
Brian, great to be here.
Let's talk a little bit about the Maine football team. Obviously, a historic season for the Black Bears. You've got to be very proud.
Fantastic season, and this is just a great group of guys, and the coaches have done such a good job. You could tell this summer the work ethic that they showed and the senior leadership, and to see the results on the field, it's very gratifying.
And now as we get closer to the end of the year, some things behind the scenes start to come into play. Talk to us a little bit about the playoff process and what goes into it. It's obviously very, I don't know, it's very interesting the way that things play out.
The great thing about this level of football, the old 1AA level of football, is that we play for a national championship. And so we have the playoffs at the end of the season. Right now we're looking at the bid process, trying to figure out what to do in order to try to put ourselves in a position to get a home game. It's very competitive. And when you get to the playoffs, you have some of the schools with these mega facilities that are out there that invest quite a bit. The good news is, though, if we end up in the top 8 seeds, we automatically get a home game for the second round of the playoffs, get a first week bye, then a home game for the second week, and that's really what we're hoping for.
And in the grand scheme of things, that's never happened here at the University of Maine. Is that correct?
Never had a home game, never had a home game in December. I've never had a home playoff game and never had a home game in December. So it's going to be a great moment, December 7th, right here.
Yeah, it's just amazing to think about, and fans will obviously have to come out, and I think you'll have to probably do kind of a promotion, some hand warmers perhaps, maybe some terrible towels to keep the fans nice and warm during that December kickoff.
Anything like that, maybe even a slanket. We heard the other day that the inventor of the slanket was a UMaine grad, so that could be a good thing. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Right.
And now, of course, Steve, the playoff game, one of the many things that have happened during your tenure here, or the playoff game that lies ahead. Talk to me a little bit about the time as you prepare to leave the university and move on to other things about your tenure here at the university.
I've really enjoyed my time here. And, you know, as somebody who grew up in Orono, having my dad as a coach, my parents met here, you know, as a kid, I feel like I was raised on this campus. I was actually a ball boy for the football team when I was growing up. So to be able to come back as athletic director, it's been a thrill, just an exciting thing. I love the people here. The community is fantastic. So I've enjoyed every minute of it.
Some of the things that you've achieved, I know one thing you like to talk about, the facilities, some of the things that have popped up here on campus during your time. You know, we're sitting here overlooking the many fields at the University of Maine. We can see the Paul Mitchell Batting Pavilion. Talk a little bit about that and some of the other things that have happened.
The facilities on this campus are fantastic, and we're very proud of them, and we've had some real good improvements over the last 3 years. You mentioned the batting pavilion, which is a great indoor hitting facility. We've got a great walkway for our students connecting the Hilltop area down to Alfond Arena that we call Alfond Way. We had a renovation over at the Alfond Arena where we put $5 million worth of work into there 2 summers ago. And then right now as we speak, we're doing the renovation for the field house, thanks to the generosity of New Balance and the Alfond family, and the Memorial Gym. And that's going to be a $15 million project. It'll be done next summer. Transformational gift for our department. And that facility it's the home to all our sports except for baseball and hockey. It's used heavily by ROTC, by Campus Rec, and by the community too. All our high school track meets in the area are there. We've got the Sportsman Show, Crafts Fair, everything goes on in that building.
And also you've been able to witness some pretty successful runs for a couple of these Black Bear teams. So on the field, off the field, some achievements that you can really hang your hat on.
Yeah, you know, we've got such great coaches here, and they are incredibly committed. They're fantastic teachers, and they recruit student athletes that we're very proud of. And just being a part of that and having the opportunity to work with those coaches and athletes is very special.
And what are your plans after you leave the university?
I'll be Senator Susan Collins' Chief of Staff, actually starting tomorrow. So that'll be an exciting adventure for me. It's something that I've done in the past, and on Monday I head down to Washington. I'll still live in Maine. I'll be going back and forth between Maine and DC, but she's done such a great job. I'm very proud of everything that she's done, and I'm honored to be back on her staff.
What, are the battles similar on Capitol Hill as they are in Orono, Maine?
You know, there's politics everywhere. So we've got some issues in Washington, but you know, I hope that some of the work that we've done here will help in the years ahead. I know that we're in a very good course here at the university. President Ferguson has been a great partner for us in the athletic department, and I think we've got a very bright future here.
Okay, thank you very much, Steve.
Brian, thank you.
Now time for our Maine Dairy Promotion Board Tip of the Week.
This holiday season, give yourself a gift by not allowing all those tempting treats to throw you off your game. Be mindful of keeping your diet balanced and fill your plate with whole grains, fruits and vegetables, dairy, and lean meat, and limit the sugar. That doesn't mean you can't indulge, but choose only those treats that you like best and stick to small portions. Fill up on high-quality protein instead, which will keep you feeling fuller longer and keep you from overloading on cookies and candies. And if you or your kids do overdo on the sugar, wash it all down with a glass of milk to help prevent tooth decay and reduce the risk of cavities. Learn more at drinkmainmilk.org.
EBS Building Supplies knows time is the most valuable resource you have. That's why they offer free delivery anywhere in their service area. Fast, convenient, and free. That's the EBS way. So whether you're a professional contractor or a do-it-yourself homeowner, no delivery is too small or too big, and custom ordering is always available. Use EBS free delivery to make your life easier and your home improvement project complete faster. EBS Building Supplies. Can do. Just ask.
Hey Black Bear fans, this is Brandon McGowan, UMaine alum and NFL safety, reminding you that your body needs many kinds of foods to help you play hard and stay healthy. That's why it's important to make sure you fuel up each day with nutrient-rich foods such as low-fat and fat-free dairy, fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, and get at least 60 minutes of physical activity every day. Go to fueluptoplay60.com to learn more about how you can eat healthy, get active, have fun, and make a difference.
If you've been injured in an accident,
this is the 5th message looking for their money.
The insurance company may deny, delay, or offer to pay a lot less than what you deserve.
Time. It's always on our side, my friend.
Never, I repeat, never is that acceptable.
This time it's their lawyer.
The law offices of Joe Bornstein.
Call 1-800-CALL-JOE. The law offices of Joe Bornstein. Maine lawyers working for Maine people.
Mike, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
You know, it's been one heck of a run for the Maine Black Bears. You come into the season as a senior, you had to have set goals for yourself. What did you lay out there that you wanted to achieve this year?
We knew going in we had a good group of guys, and every year we strive for a championship. That's just the main goal coming in every year.
You personally, anything you wanted to get done?
Well, I knew I wanted to win a championship, and I knew how many sacks I was away, so that was a couple goals right there.
It's been at times probably trying for you to stay on the field. You know, off to the start you had, and then to battle injuries. Take us through kind of what you've done here in Orono.
I just started off my career pretty well, and then past couple seasons have been a little injury plagued, but I've always just kept at it, kept working hard, try to rehab and just get back on the field and help the team.
What has that been like, you know, continuing to face these obstacles to try and get past and get back on the field?
It's very frustrating. You know, any athlete wants to play the game they're giving their life to at 100%, and injuries sometimes don't let you do that, but as long as I'm on the field helping the team out, I'll be all right.
And you come out into the beginning of the season, you know, so strong and really have continued that play throughout. Are you surprised at all with what you've seen on the field from the Black Bears this year?
I wouldn't say really surprised. I knew we had it in us, but I'm just very glad we were able to play up to that level. There's a lot of teams play down to the competition and whatnot, and I'm just glad we were able to have such a good season so far.
You are a guy who prides himself on getting off the line of scrimmage. Take us through kind of what it is that you do to try and sack the QB. Get penetration in that backfield as well.
First thing I try to do is zone in on the cadence, and I think that's a big thing. It's just zoning in on the cadence, coming off the ball hard, and just executing the moves we've been trying to work all week.
We go back to the game against Stony Brook. You obviously 1.5 sacks away going in against Stony Brook. Get the second sack. Well, once you get the first sack, what's that like? You know that you're half away.
I mean, it's a good feeling. Honestly, the first sack I wasn't sure if I got it solo or if I split it or not. So I knew I was at least one to tie it, but it was exciting. It's just one way gets something going, and you want to get another one.
And then you get the second one, and you become the all-time leader. How did you eventually find out? Did you know how soon after you got the sack did you know that you had the record?
I knew I at least tied it, and then I didn't find out officially until I was walking over to the press game, and they told me they gave me 2 official.
And what's that feel like?
It feels good. You know, we got the win, so I'm glad I wasn't able to take away from that. But it's just something I'll be able to look back on. It's a cool thing to have.
And the ability to play a playoff game here in Orono as you make your way through, something that no one has ever achieved, been able to make happen.
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot to us. We've been having a lot of fans this year. I remember I went out to dinner last night, and a few the people at the restaurant were talking about the game, how much fun they're going to have, and they're just telling us to really count on us. So we're just trying to do it for ourselves, the program, and just the people around us.
What's that like to finally get a little recognition being a football player up here in Orono?
It's definitely different, but it's really cool. I'm glad people are starting to enjoy it, and hopefully it'll be a domino effect and everyone will start coming out.
Do you ever allow yourself to look kind of a little bit down the line to see what could possibly be achieved at the end of this run?
Yeah, everyone takes a peek at what they think the results can come out to be. I mean, it would be awesome to have a home playoff game, and just we're taking it one game at a time, trying to win every week and take it from there.
Good luck, Mike. And moving on now, let's talk about the mentor program here at the University of Maine. A few days ago, they held a scavenger hunt with a few former and current players.
I've been involved with the Black Bear Mentor Program for 3 years now. Started off when I was a junior, got involved with the program, got matched up with a kid over at Lewis Libby, and fell in love with it. It was a nice to get away on a Monday afternoon, really. You know, we get really involved with football and academics and the school life, and to have 2 hours a day to go and hang out with my mentee was nice. You know, it took me out of my own little world in my head, so that was really good. And yeah, so I've been a part of the program for 3 years, and I'm going to make it 4 when I'm done.
What's this one? Do you know what they do here? Do you want to ask her? Why don't you ask her? Come on.
Well, it's my 3rd year doing it, and I absolutely love it. Just coming here every Monday or Wednesday, whatever it is, it's a lot of fun. I know it's supposed to be for the kids, but it definitely helps me out a lot. I just come here, have fun, encourage them to keep working hard, have fun in school, maybe come to University of Maine when they're older, and just a good time.
I mean, we've done a lot. We've done the scavenger hunts. We've gone rock climbing. We do a little football. I brought them to one of the football games on campus, got some tickets for the family and things like that. We actually hung out a little bit this summer, got some ice cream, did a few activities, went to the skate park at the YMCA, some stuff like that.
Last year we went to the rec, we went rock climbing. We just do a lot of different activities. Roosevelt Boone tries to get us on campus as much as we can. We've went to watch a men's basketball game, pizza party.
I've taken, I would say, like patience and having fun with things. You know, getting the simplicity out of things. Just being able to go outside and shoot a basketball. I kind of forgot what that was like. You know, I just don't do it anymore. So it was nice to find out how, you know, how fun it could be just hanging out and doing something simple. So I really enjoyed it. It's a good time for me, and it's easy and it's fun, and I get to impact somebody else's life.
I smile. I always encourage her, saying this is an awesome place to come. I just showed her our locker room because she said she's interested in soccer and basketball. So I just like to give them like a little piece of what I see every day. So they come here, they get excited, and hopefully if they keep working hard, they'll be here too.
Joined now by the seniors of the women's soccer team here to talk about life on campus, balancing academics, success in the classroom and on the field. We'll start by going around. Introduce yourselves. We'll start over here.
I'm Nikki, and I'm from Burlington, Ontario, Canada, and I play striker. And I'm a double major for French and elementary education.
Right.
My name's Haley, and I'm from East Bridgewater, Mass, and I'm a pre-vet major, animal science, and I play defense.
My name is Maggie. I'm from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada as well. I play defense. My major is exercise science.
I'm Megan. I'm from Stony Creek, Ontario. I'm an exercise science major as well, and I play midfield.
My name's Lisa. I am from Brantford, Ontario, and I'm a midfielder, and I'm also an exercise science major.
Now, you've gone through your years here in Orono coming to an end. What was one of the hardest things you found in adjusting to life, going from high school or prep school, wherever you came from, to life in college? We'll start here with you.
I would say definitely not having your parents to wake you up to go to things. That's what I struggled with the most freshman year, is getting up on my own, getting organized, getting from place to place when I need to be. Yeah, so almost missed a lot of classes from that, but
Sure.
once you get a hold of it, it's not too bad.
What's it like having things happen in class and then being responsible for catching up when you're not there? How do you stay caught up on what's going on in class?
I would say a good relationship with your professors really helps. And well, 3 of us are in kinesiology, and that's like a sports kind of major,
Sure.
so they understand what we're going through. But if you get to know them, you have to like meet them on the first day. You have to be that student who goes up to them. And a lot of teachers are very lenient, I guess, sometimes giving us extensions or other things because we're traveling and coming back at 3 in the morning.
It's not easy to take a test on your own, though, I would imagine. You know, when you go in, is that do you find that to be the case, that a lot of times you're playing catch up in class?
Yeah, like you either have to make sure that it's a lot of like time management, so you have to get all your work done beforehand, pass it in early. Some days it could be like up to 3 days early, depending on when you leave. With our major too, with having athletes there, you already have a relationship with other students, so like they always help you out. They know when you're traveling, so that was good too.
And in the end, you've all achieved levels of success on the field and in the classroom. Talk to me a little bit about a couple of things you guys have been recognized. You girls have been recognized for doing. Laura tells me that some pretty prestigious honors will start to go around.
Oh my God, I don't know.
Yeah. What's your GPA?
3.5 maybe. It's somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
More or less.
Yeah.
You get all, what was it last year?
I got something last year.
All academic teams.
Yeah.
I'm the worst person to talk about these sort of things. I don't remember anything.
Get that. Lisa got all academic this year. Meg, you were team main as well, and Meg was team main. So.
Wow.
I probably didn't get anything.
But you probably have the highest GPA, so.
We were on the student athlete, we were Rising Stars, and then we got the bronze, silver, like gold.
And then we can't forget that Maggie was Defender of the Year.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
And Lisa and Maggie both made first team for our conference.
And Lisa made the all academic team.
We already said that though. Come on.
So what's better, scoring a goal or getting an A on a paper?
Scoring a goal.
Definitely.
Scoring a goal, yeah.
I mean, they say student athlete, and that is true, but we're here for a reason.
Sure. What now? Get jobs, or are we going to stay playing soccer? What lies ahead for the ladies of the round table here?
I would say I can finally get ahead on some things I've been putting off the last 2 months.
Yeah.
With all the travel, especially like in September, we were gone every single weekend. So, I mean, we all have our own interests, I guess, right? Intramurals, we're playing some volleyball.
We have an intramural volleyball team, and we're doing really well.
Yeah, good.
We just lost our first game yesterday, but it's okay. We're going to get back in there real soon.
Good.
School-wise, I think we're all planning on going to some sort of grad school. I don't know if everyone wants to share their plans, but
I'll say I'm like applying to vet school, so I'm gonna have an interview in Tennessee next week. So
good luck.
Excited for that, but nervous too. So
Yeah.
Hopefully get in somewhere.
Great. Okay. Well, good luck and whatever lies ahead.
Thank you.
very much. All right. So one of the most thankless jobs on the football team. It's the field goal kicker. We'll talk with Sean DeClue about what goes in to making those kicks. Sean, I've been told kickers are creatures of habit. Is that true for you?
Oh, very true, very true. Offense gets the ball usually around the 50-yard line. I start warming up. First I start with a no-step field goal, one-step field goal, three-step field goal on the sideline, and then make my way hopefully onto the field.
Yeah, exactly. Right now we're going to ask you to take us through, the steps you go through to make a kick. So if you could, explain to us and then show us what you do to bang these things through.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I start off Marcus, my holder. I show him the spot I want on the ground, exactly where I want him to put the ball. And that's where I expect him to put it. I expect the snap to be in his hands, and I trust that he's going to put it right where I told him to. So that's the first part, is trust with Wash. After that, 3 steps back, check my line, make sure I'm looking down the center of the uprights, 2 to the side, and then snap, hold, and kick.
All right, we want to show us?
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
All right, so I start showing Wash exactly where I want it. I put my toe right at the edge of the ball where I want it. Then check my line right up the center, 3 back. And right here, this is my last chance to check my alignment. Right now, we don't have too much wind, so I'm looking straight down the center of the uprights, draw one imaginary line going from toe straight through the middle of the uprights, 2 to the side. Check the uprights one last time. Give Wash the okay, and I'm waiting for the snap. Just watching Wash's hand. As soon as it comes up, that's when I start my step. So I'm just looking, and here it comes.
That's good.
Yeah.
Not too bad. I'm going to try this as well, and you're going to talk me through how it should be done.
For sure. All right, well, I mean, old school guys, they used to hit the ball like straight on with the toe. They were taking 3 steps back and they weren't taking any to the side. They were coming straight on, hitting it with the toe. New style, soccer style, that's when you're planting to the side. You've got your heel in line with the center of the ball right here, probably about 8 inches away. And then when you make contact, you want it right on center of your laces right here. So when you make contact, you want your toe flexed straight out. When you're making contact, you're opening your toe just a little bit and then get as much lace as you can.
All right.
And I mean, it's true what they say, head down, follow through. That's the most important thing, so.
All right, so there we go. I'll do it a whirl. 3 steps back, 1, 2, 3. Line it up.
Check your alignment.
Yep.
Straight through the middle of the uprights.
Straight as I'm gonna be.
There you go.
1, 2 to the side.
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah.
Pretend like Wash is there.
Yeah.
It's good.
Uh-huh.
Plant, follow through, huh?
Here we go. It's not terrible.
Little
I mean,
under it.
It almost went straight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's try it again.
Yeah, for sure. I think the shoes are holding me back a little bit.
The shoes might be a little bit rough. All right, here we go.
Yeah, here you go. You got this. Bend a little more and you'll get way more power in it.
Okay. Just easy as that, huh?
Yeah. A little more torque in there.
Oh!
That's off the inside of the foot.
All right. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Well, Sean, thank you very much.
Hey, thank you.
Needless to say, you're a little better at this than I am.
That's all right. You'll get there one day.
Thank you. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
With Thanksgiving right around the corner, some big games lie ahead for the Maine Black Bear athletic programs here in Orono. Now let's take a look at the U.S. Cellular upcoming schedule.
Hi, I'm Bruce from Her Wireless Company. She could have super fast 4G LTE coverage way out here with US Cellular. But why do that when slow downloads can be so dramatic?
Wait, what happened?
Does she marry Philippe? Philippe is a pompous half-wit. Philippe is an angel.
That's entertainment.
US Cellular believes you deserve better. Download up to 10 times faster with 4G LTE coverage where and when you need it. US Cellular. Hello better.
That's going to wrap it up for this week's episode of Black Bear Insider. Thank you very much for joining us. Until next time, if you do want more information, go to GoBlackBears.com. They've got all the scores, highlights, and info you could possibly need. But until next time, we will say, Go Black Bears.